Welcome to Sarah Talks Food. I'm so happy that you're here with me this week because guess what? We're actually going to be talking about food. Who knew? Who knew I could actually talk about food? I know the last several posts, other than my SodaStream one, but have been more personal. And so this is going to be one where we're actually going to talk about something that literally has changed my life. And I say that seriously. I posted about doing green juices and healthy juices way back when I first got started with the blog. But this one has been a recipe that I've sort of just created as a go-to. This is now basically what has been sustaining me over the last several weeks, where I have been at my desk, in my office, or in the studio, and I have not sort of emerged because it's been a very busy time. So for anybody that lives in Ottawa, I can't wait to host you at the Healthy Brain and Body Show, which is happening at the end of April at the EY Center in Ottawa. So April 22nd and 23rd. I cannot wait for you to see what we have in store for you. It's going to be an amazing event. If you don't live near the Ottawa area, I'm so sad that I won't get to meet you at this show. But believe me, we are going to be taking this show on the road. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to come to a city near you in the very near future. So this recipe is for what I just call a green smoothie. Basically, it is a bunch of yummy, tasty, healthy, nutritious, nourishing, and hydrating ingredients that are going to make me feel amazing, that are easy to transport. So if I am going to be out on the road, it's a great way for me to get the nutrition in that I need. It gives me a boost of energy. And instead of juicing, where we typically remove all of the fiber, I keep it all intact. So this is a way that you can save a lot of money, because if anybody has ever juiced before, you will know that you literally have bags of groceries and they become like 3 juices. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's amazing how much produce you go through when you're actually juicing, because you remove all of the fiber and either throw it away or freeze it or use it in recipes or however people like to use it or not. And all you're left with is the juice. And so, yes, it's a great energy boost, but at the same time, you're losing all of that beautiful fiber, which slows the release of insulin. It keeps you fuller for longer, and it's a great colon cleanse. So when we eat fiber, indigestible fiber, meaning it doesn't get digested, so it just moves through the colon and helps pull out toxins, and it allows us to have really healthy bowel movements. So I'm a big fan of healthy bowel movements, as you probably already know. So this is my green smoothie, my go-to. I'm going to share it with you today. I've got my Harley Pasternak blender, which I love. It's a high-power blender without the high-ticket price, which is awesome. But also, of course, if you have a Vitamix or a Blendtec, they work amazing for these. If you don't have a high-speed blender, the only thing I would recommend, and I've done it today, you're going to want to chop things a little bit smaller. Usually, I literally throw in whole ingredients in this thing, but I'm showing it to you today with chopped ingredients. So I start with about a cup of cold water, because I like my smoothie to be cold. Then I add in what I've got here is just probably 2 ribs of celery and 2 mini cucumbers. So I'm just going to add those in. I'm going to take this off and do it this way. So I add that in. So that's, I chopped it up today, like I said, just so that I could show you how it looks when it's chopped, and it won't take as long to blend, which is good when I'm doing this in real time. And then I've got about 1.5 cups of chopped pineapple. And again, you would probably want to chop that a little bit smaller if you didn't have a high-speed blender. I'm adding in a good few handfuls of greens, and you can use any greens you like. So spinach, baby kale. I love using flat leaf parsley. I think it adds a really interesting, delicious flavor. I really love the taste of parsley. You can use curly parsley if that's what you've got. Anything green, anything goes with this thing. So you're just going to throw all of that in, good couple handfuls. I would sometimes even put more. I just didn't have more today. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the juice of 1/2 lemon. You can add more if you want, or lime. What's nice though is when you use citrus with greens, because they have iron in them, so spinach and kale and all of these wonderful greens, they are high in iron. And so the iron is maximized when you enjoy it with citrus. So lemon juice is the citrus that I choose. And then the last ingredient I'm going to add is coconut oil. And I'm just using about a tablespoon of coconut oil. And I'm going to pop that in there. I love it because obviously it's a healthy fat. It helps to satiate us and it tastes amazing. And so what happens is this ends up almost tasting like a green pina colada, if you will. So it's just absolutely delicious. And again, as I mentioned, I like to have a cold smoothie. I don't like when it's warm and not, I like it nice and cold. So I'm going to add some ice cubes. You don't have to, but it's something that I like to do. And so that's all that's in it. So we're going to go ahead and blend. This is going to get loud just for a couple minutes. Yep. There we go. We're going to pulse it first for a couple seconds just to get things going. And again, if you didn't have a high-speed blender, you would definitely need to be pulsing if you could for a bit. And then we'll go ahead and blend it. It's going to be worth the wait. So if I wasn't on camera, I might allow that to blend just a little bit longer just to get everything incorporated, but I don't want to make you wait while I'm sitting there blending. And then we're just going to go ahead and pour it. So that recipe that I just shared with you makes 2 good size smoothies. And so let's take a sip and see what it tastes like. It's amazing. You do need to, if you don't have a high-speed blender, or even if you do, you are going to find that it's not so smooth that you can just literally drink it. You will still have to kind of chew it, which isn't a bad thing. But if you are somebody who absolutely hates having to chew, then you wouldn't want to do parsley. You would definitely only want to do baby spinach. You may not want to do pineapple. You may choose to use mango instead. I feel that the mango would probably macerate better and incorporate a little bit more smoothly into the smoothie so that you wouldn't have to have any type of like sort of chewing when you take sips. So I won't sit here and drink my smoothie, although I really want to. So I'm going to go do that. I want you to love your life, or one bite or one sip at a time. And I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. I just love being able to share this kind of stuff with you on video and connect with you in a bit of a more personal way. So enjoy your life, one bite or one sip at a time. Have a great day.